What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be covering my simple and easy to automate influencer marketing strategy that I use to actively line up multiple influencer marketing promotions every single month. So if you are like me and you depend a lot and very heavily on paid advertising, specifically on Facebook, Instagram, or other marketing platforms, you know that it is very likely you're going to experience ad fluctuations in which it can get very frustrating to maintain a profitable cost per purchase or just maintain sustainability and consistency and have complete control over your business and your marketing traffic. Influencer marketing is a great way to combat some of those inconsistencies and allow you to really take full control over your business and have measurable and calculatable results, just depending on some of the patterns that you can identify in how many people you reach out to and how many of them actually respond and want to go through with an influencer promotion with your brand. Now, the only catch is that it is not as hands-off and as passive as some paid advertising platforms can be. You always have to have someone on your team manually prospecting good candidates for your business as influencers, constantly reaching out to the ones that you do select and identify as good influencers to work with, and constantly coordinating those posts to make sure that they're uploading the proper style of content and that you're actually able to use it for your paid advertising if your goal is to get user-generated content out of it that you can use on any marketing platform that you're operating on, which is the best of both worlds when it comes to influencers. So sometimes you'll work with two different types of influencers, one that you don't care so much about a positive ROI and think of it where you're paying them, let's say $500 and you want to get 1,000 or 1,500 in return. Some of them you just want to send your product out to for free in exchange for some content that you think is going to resonate well with your audience. And even if you do have to pay them a little bit of money, it might be well worthwhile for you because you're able to take that content, bring it over to a paid marketing platform and make a ton of money with it. So without getting ahead of ourselves, let's hop into my computer and let's see what's going on with the actual influencer system that I have set up and how you can practically implement this into your current e-commerce business. All right, so as you guys can see, we have a very simple Google Sheet set up in which we are going to be classifying our influencer prospecting inside. And typically we want an employee within our business to be managing this for us. In the beginning, we can do it ourselves until we get the hang of it or until we generate enough profitability to be able to afford someone to do this for us. Now, I won't be showing you guys how to find profitable influencers because there is a lot of ways to do it, some that take a little bit more time than others, but those are some standard operating procedures that you should set up and have in place that you can delegate to an employee. For example, if I'm selling a product that has to do with music, I'm going to want to search through multiple social media platforms such as YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and classify different keywords that are associated with music so that I can find people with an audience that will be compatible for my product. Now, whether you are doing this or you are outsourcing this prospecting and outreach process, you can take all of the people that you've reached out to and put them in a list of potential influencers. You can link their Instagram account, their TikTok account, their YouTube account, whatever link you need to put in order to know who they are and whether or not they're going to be a good fit or whether or not there is some type of social media or email that you can use to actually reach out to them. Then if they are a good fit for the product and the brand that you are promoting, then you can go ahead and check this box off as yes. If they aren't and you don't want to go through the promo, you can either delete this entire row or you can just go ahead and select no so that the person that you're working with who's doing this prospecting for you gets a general sense and a general idea of what types of accounts generally you don't want to be working with so that they can pick up on patterns and do a much better selection process going forward. Then you can fill out the status of whether or not they responded or whether you did an outreach or your employee sent out a DM or sent an email, whether or not they want to do a paid promo or a free promo, and all of these things you should have scripts and templates set up for so that anyone can hop into your business, use the existing scripts that you have, maybe videos or text instructions on how to find them, prospect them, coordinate a promo, collect all of the content, and then track how the promotion actually did. Then obviously, if they responded and you need any additional notes like, oh, we already sent the product to them, or we're still coordinating what type of order they want, this is where that would go. Then we have our influencer launch sheet, which is when we actually do go ahead and execute these influencer promos, we can keep track of whether or not it was profitable. And now this is mostly just for your internal reference, but it is very important if you are seeking a positive ROI. Whereas if you're just looking for content, you can pretty much disregard this section. Now that's pretty much it for influencer marketing. Keep it simple. Make sure you have proper standard operating procedures for an employee if you are delegating this process, but just make sure that you put in the time to find the right people that are going to be the right brand fit for your e-commerce business. And ultimately, you're going to recognize patterns. So for example, you might have to send 100 DMs in order to close one influencer that's willing to work with you, or that number could be 200 or 300. So pick up on patterns, make sure that you have enough quantity so that you can filter through the people that do respond and then focus more on those high quality influencers. Again, this is great for content generation, but also great for generating a positive ROI, as all of our businesses would love to have, especially with the inconsistencies that are going on with some paid marketing platforms such as Facebook and their annoying iOS update. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.